The government's vision is of a more global Britain, trading freely with growing economies like India and China. Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson visited several Indian cities last week, keen to build bridges before Britain drops out of the European Union.
We may be leaving the EU, we may be taking back control of our borders, but my Indian friends, I say to you, that does not mean we want to haul up the drawbridge.
But critics say Britain is doing just that, even as it asks India to open trade talks. Education is a major British product, but the numbers of Indian students in Britain are falling fast, halving in just 5 years. India blames Britain's tightening visa system.
It's not all one-way traffic that the UK can sell internationally and not bring anything in. There has to be an open policy in terms of allowing immigration.
That could be a tough sell to Britons who voted to leave the EU, hoping it would cut immigration. Britain is hoping for flexibility. At the World Economic Forum last week in Davos, Indian ministers voiced willingness to discuss a deal.
We'd certainly like to engage with them and talk for a free trade agreement.
But no formal talks can take place until after Britain has left the European Union. Even then, a deal would likely take years to reach agreement, says Dattani.
India and the EU have been negotiating a free trade agreement for 7 or 8 years, and many of the areas that have meant it has taken such a long time have been asks from the UK itself.
Britain says it will look to the Commonwealth for new trade deals when it leaves the European Union. A Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting is due to take place later this year in London.
That's an opportunity for the British government really to show the rest of the Commonwealth, of which India is a massive part, to show the rest of the Commonwealth that Britain is open for business.
Despite the big ambitions, analysts say Britain will find it difficult to strike quick trade deals after it leaves the European Union. That has raised fears in London that businesses could face a so-called cliff edge the day Britain leaves the bloc. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.